Hey guys, welcome back to this WCS broadcast. I'm in control and I'm joined by Roddy in the club here, all the way from beautiful Amsterdam. I don't think a lot of people get the joke, but I just say it because I know it gets you to laugh every time.
No,
That's what I like.
Not all that much, but I love that you think I'm in the club at 11:44 in the morning. I mean,
You wouldn't be?
No, Jeff. Not even in the Netherlands do they open that early. They might still be open.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, there's a possibility for that. Anyway, we're getting ready, guys, for a very fun PvT between Rob and MaSa. This is going to be our lower bracket match. Obviously, kind of surprising. Perhaps a lot of people would have predicted some different names here. But I think it's going to be a fun one. Rob is a Protoss that's quite out there. I've casted a lot of his games in the qualifiers as well. And like I said, man, this guy, I call him the Charlie Sheen Protoss because he's got one gear, and that's go. He just attacks, and attacks.
Tiger Blood?
Yes,
He's got Tiger Blood.
epic winning.
Yeah.
That's all he's got.
Dude, that was like the beginning of memes, that whole thing. A lot of people forget about it. On the other side is MaSa, by the way, who it's a little bit weird to find him in this match. Not, I guess, Roddy, you'd be the champion of not super surprising. MaSa himself says he struggles in TvT, which, of course, we were kind of talking about this. You don't take that super serious. But losing to Cuddle Bear, I think that is a little bit of a surprise. Pretty big upset.
Yeah, no. I mean, obviously, if you compare their achievements, if you compare their historic runs throughout all these big tournaments, then you're definitely spot on. I think recently that young Cuddle Bear, at least I'm going to assume he's young, has really been making some noise.
23.
Okay, well, that's very young compared to us, Jeff.
We're 46. Twice the age of him. Can you believe that?
Alrighty, guys. On the right bottom side of Kingscombe, we're looking at the main base of a man that is very young. It is Root's very own Robbie Plata.
MaSa doing his own Master Pax build. It's the Master Pax build. Top left-hand side is the Blue Terran, needing to win this match to continue his WCS success. It's MaSa.
And MaSa building a barracks on the other side of the map. It's obviously a side that I think a lot of die-hard North American StarCraft fans are very familiar with. Wow, he's already taking the second refinery. Now, obviously, there's a very good chance that he just builds the factory at home. Rob is scouting. He knows who he's playing against. Wow, that's a perfect moment. Do you think he can deny it?
They'll have time. Yeah, it all comes down to the SCV, right? Like, this is the RNG simulator. Just gonna build it over
look at
here.
that probe. It's like, my taser is... It's like,
come over here. Come on.
Oh my goodness, if he gets... Okay, well...
No, he won't get it. I don't think, no.
No, I think just spot on. But at least he delayed it, and that's already something, right?
It's young people when they do battle. So yeah, it's delayed a little bit. It is still just going to be a Zealot. You can see the timing on that Cybernetics core is kind of rough. So it's not like a Stalker or Adept will immediately come out and absolutely slam this Reaper.
You know, I'm surprised that he brought his Proby back right from the other side of the map. I guess Rob is just going to assume that the factory is going to be part of the wall. Oh no, this stinks actually. Because now you have to bring units to the low grounds if you want to expand. But if you do that, the Reaper hops into the main base. So I think MaSa is actually still getting some pretty decent value out of his proxy here. I think Rob should just take a second guess at this point.
Yeah. What is Rob going to do here? Because he's a design player himself where he has like ideas of what he wants to do. And he's just been thrown off of that by quite a bit here.
Yeah.
Any timing he had in his head, it's gone.
Yep, any build you planned before even. I mean, look at this money right now. He's at 650 minerals, Jeff. 4 probes on his gas as well. Second gas still not being taken. Now he's sending 3 more probes to the low ground.
Yeah.
And ends up losing another probe. Where did that Adept go? I guess the Adept started working on the bunker. But that's what I said. If you start working on that bunker or engineering bay, whatever it was, you don't have anything in the main base. This is a disastrous start for Rob.
It is pretty bad. And the Adept was doing that, but even to your point, it's not even good at getting rid of the bunker. It's not like its damage is super high. And this, he didn't even kill a Reaper, did he? That is the Wounded Reaper.
Yep. Not a single Reaper has gone down so far. Not a single unit has gone down on the side. You know what I'm surprised by? That he didn't keep the probe on the other side of the map. He ends up losing another probe, by the way. This is an absolutely disastrous start for Rob. He's kind of getting outplayed here by MaSa. Does finally get 1 Reaper, but there is another one, Jeff.
Yeah.
This is so much economic damage, guys. This is not normal for a Terran versus Protoss.
No. And I know we talk a little bit about this and more so than even pro gamers do, but it's tilting. That kind of start.
Oh, yes.
When you've already, and let's just say it, Rob got shut down hard by Dario, right? Like that series was not indicative of how good Rob can be. I'm not about to sit here and talk about him as like the new coming of Protoss, but he is a good player and he does take wins off of anybody. But A lot of times you can qualify for WCS, but that's when reality comes crashing in. He's going to face Liquid TLO, one of the most historic and experienced players in all of StarCraft. Then he goes against MaSa, who's one of the most explosive and tough to beat.
I don't know why you would run with your units to the other side of the map in this phase in a game. I mean, the Adept goes down immediately. Now, the Stalker is in a little bit of trouble as well, Jeff. There's just no good scenario, right? The Reaper's bought so much time. If you pick up the first Reaper immediately with your probes, I mean, there's nothing that Rob can do here.
Oh,
he recalls a single Zealot in the end.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, if you surround the first Reaper immediately and you shut it down, then you can grab your first 2 or 3 units and run to the other side of the map. But when the Reapers were that successful and bought an insane amount of time, what can you ever achieve there?
Yeah.
There's going to be either a bunker or a tank or a Cyclone.
Best case, a Widow Mine only kills the Zealot or something.
Yes,
and
that's the best case scenario.
Yeah.
And you can maybe pick off 1 mine. I mean, obviously, I understand you want to know what's happening, but that's why I think he should have kept his first probe on the other side of the map, because then he kind of could have known what was happening.
And it is going to be battle mech, so the bad news kind of gets worse, and that right now, if Rob wants
to... mate.
Oh, well.
Battle biomech.
It's the beginning of battle mech switching into bio. Okay?
This is your Apollo call, right?
Well, here's the funny thing. He's getting the upgrade for the Cyclone, so I did a little bit of my automatic caster thing. I don't usually see 2 Cyclones get that upgrade, but these guys are special boys. And they're going to be annoying.
And there's obviously not going to be Blink anytime soon. I mean, Blink is halfway done. These Cyclones, can they just win the game, Jeff? If they
it is battle mech. Can we say that? If it's 3 Cyclones, they win the game. I think we have to say battle mech won the game.
I think that these 3 Cyclones are going to win the game.
Yeah.
The extra gates are not done yet. There is no shield battery to run towards. Look at how quick these Stalkers go down. Actually, one of them didn't lock on, right? Like, I think he should have killed 1 more Stalker. He's going to lose high ground vision. So Rob actually doing this sort of as good as he possibly can, but it doesn't mean that it's exactly going very good. At least he's going to get Blink, Jeff. Yeah. So he hangs in there a little bit longer, but the numbers don't lie. This is a disastrous game for Rob.
And he will get the Cyclones, maybe at the cost of 1 more. No, it looks like he should be able to kill that without losing. But the thing is, he's doing like a Blink all-in followed up by charge lots. But he just lost 4 or 5 Stalkers on a low econ bad start anyways. So you're taking an all-in and you're saying, well, now the time's even more janky and wounded. The only chance I could see happening here is MaSa is full-on transitioning into Marines. I don't know, if this attack hits like super fast, which has to be before charge by, which is kind of weird, then maybe there's no stim, maybe there's no combat shield, maybe MaSa's like trying to defend 3 bases at once. That'd be kind of weird. I do like Rob's choice. That's what I'm trying to get at. This is his only chance.
The sad thing is, though, Jeff, that he is waiting. I guess he's waiting for the War Prism, but he has no high ground vision there, right? So he can't actually blink into the main base. Now, even if he does blink into the main base, there are tanks covering each other. Rob has to be really careful. Can't afford to lose Stalkers here. Yeah. I mean, I guess with the War Prism and getting a big round of Zealots into the main base and then blinking, forcing the tanks to reposition. But we got to be honest.
I think he's super dead. I'm just saying this is his best chance. It would be something like this. If he goes in the long game, it's just over.
Is he going to blink forward? No, he doesn't yet. Obviously, every second that you wait, the Marine count gets higher, the Marauder count gets higher. More energy on this Raven as well. Let's not forget about that. MaSa is going to actually unsiege all of his tanks. Jeff, is this the one moment where Rob can make some magic happen? All of the tanks are on siege. Rob, it's never. I guess he was waiting for charge. This is,
The worst feeling, too, by the way, is when they disable the War Prism itself with the Raven.
Yeah, when you wipe in like 8 Zealots, you're like, yeah.
Shuts it off.
Oh my goodness, he went Stalkers first, ends up losing a couple of them. I think he's going to try to go for the big round of Zealots in the main base. But
that's the whole army right there. Or Zealots. No, he's not going to go. Yeah, he is doing the main base. Oh my god, MaSa's reaction is pretty immediate.
Oh, MaSa's got 60 Marines with Stimmy. He gets the War Prism. Now he's going to have to micro a little bit against the Zealots. These Zealots are going to be annoying. There's more Zealots right now in the natural. Hey, the tanks are way out of position, but the bad thing is he lost the War Prism, so he can't reinforce this attack.
He had a War Prism. Maybe there's something there. Auto turrets even adding to this. Those are still Space Marines, Kevin, so they're running forward with their Gauss rifles, chomping at the bit at these poor Protoss civilians. Some got evac'd, but as is the case with most disaster stories, there are some women and children left behind as that Zealot does perish. And behind this, is he mining gas, Kevin? Is he upgrading? Is he doing anything?
Well, he got gas in the bank, but he's not really able to spend it because he doesn't have forges, he doesn't have a robo bay. You know it's bad, Jeff, when you kill 18 workers and you're still down 12. That's when you know things are bad, okay?
Yeah, I would say so. And every upgrade that finishes right now is another nail in the coffin. So +1 attack is finished. Armor's up there. Combat shield will be joining this, so if you thought those Marines were scary before, I think combat shield adds 45 health to him. Is that what it is?
I don't think that's. I don't think it's
100.
45. What I do know is that +1 attack actually makes them attack like 3 times as strong, and that means that these zealots are gonna disappear like they never. Oh, that's a surprisingly bad
Kevin,
anti-armor.
we talked about this. You can never miss with that, but we actually just witnessed the first miss. How do you get 1 zealot with that missile?
I don't know how he did it, but you know that he was in a fine position when he still easily cleans up this entire Protoss army.
Comically wins.
Guys, upgrades matter. That was a great anti-armor missile. Somebody clipped it.
The 1 zealot's got to think, why me? Come on!
I was gonna go down already anyway. Rob's gonna make the final desperation blink forward, but Rob is dead. He knows it. You guys know it. We all know it. GG, MaSa will take the 1-0 lead here.
Yeah. I mean, we want to laugh because NA side, you get a little bit more goofy, but it was also just a bad start. I mean, the placement of the bunker, or barracks, excuse me, was perfect. So the SCV, yes, it was kind of being manipulated to go back there, but it's also in a position where 75% or more of that barracks is safe space for that SCV to build that. So even with it getting scouted early, it doesn't change the fact that the Protoss natural build doesn't accommodate for that early Reaper, so damage was going to happen. But then little things start to slip and slide out of position. Things like the Adept going after the bunker that was blocking the natural, probes not mining back and forth. So it started bad and it got kind of rough from there. And Rob was still able to, in my opinion, dial in on like the one thing that could have given him a chance. It ended up falling dramatically short. But hopefully he can kind of chalk that up to, okay, MaSa got me there, but I can still win.
No, you're spot on. I think sometimes it's really funny because there are scenarios where it would have been better not to scout. And imagine a world where Rob just goes for a blind 1-gate fast expand there. I actually think he's in a 10 times better situation than he was ever right now, because he scouted it, but then he was too late to still expand by the time he wanted to expand. Like you said, it just got messy. It got all over the place. Nothing went Rob's way. Obviously, he realized he messed up as well. His entire build is in shambles at that point. I mean, 700-800 minerals early on, and obviously MaSa playing a very clean game. I like the Cyclone follow-up with Backfield Accelerator. Got a couple pickups, right? It was kind of random, but hey, it worked. It kept a little bit of map presence. And then obviously him going for 3 CCs. You know, one thing that Rob's build maybe would have been good at is if MaSa would have put it all on the line with a 2-base all-in, and then suddenly, surprise, I actually got like 14 zealots already because I've got no forges, no robo-bay. But MaSa's like, no, I've got 3 CCs. I'm good over here on my side of the map. If you want to come get me, you gotta come over here, and that's what Rob did, but it was an impossible task.
You know, kind of to your point, Kevin, and one of the things I liked about the Cyclones, actually, because they did seem kind of weird, right? Like 3 with their upgrade, what is that all about? But actually, think of how much that shuts down. When a player's behind in Rob's position, an Oracle is how you come back into it. A Warp Prism dropping off Zealots or DTs or something like that. But the Cyclones can either A, intercept that, or B, just straight up knock it out of the sky and defend it entirely. When it was clear that that's not where Rob was going with his strategy, MaSa throws it across the map and trades all 3 of them for 4 or 5 Stalkers, which is a great trade for him.
Yep, it's a great scout. It's a little bit of map presence, and it's all he really needed to know. Now, there is going to be another proxy, and this time it's literally, and I mean literally, Jeff, in the natural of Rob.
He'll never find it, too.
Nope.
This is that old, so if you grew up with brothers and sisters or neighborhood kids, there's the kid who would run 17 blocks away and hide up in a tree. No, they weren't found, but they put way too much effort into it. Then there was the kid that had a little bit more of a portly body type, like myself. And I knew the best place to hide was like in the next room under the bed. They'd never look in there.
Did you ever get found?
Heck no, dude. Still hiding to this day. Hide and seek champion. They did, they were like, "Where's Jeff? He's a commentator in California." Didn't see that coming. Oh my God, it's actually scouted though.
No, not yet.
Wasn't it? It is now.
No.
What?
It is now.
The probe didn't see that?
Oh my goodness, the bunker as well. That's actually going to be annoying. It's very, very important, guys. If this ever happens to you as a Protoss player on the ladder, you want to get a pylon near your nexus, but not that close that your pylon is in. No, that your pylon is in range of this bunker. And I would say to be safe, you always want to get 2 shield batteries, and then you just kind of got to be patient. Obviously, you can't mine of it until you clean this up. He's going to scout it right now. Okay, that's a good position for the pylon, and you can get the batteries on the north side of the nexus, out of range of the bunker.
There's a lot of players that skip that pylon right there, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
The thing is, this Reaper shows up and there's actually nothing out.
There's a lot of people who like pain, Jeff, when it's supposed to be painless.
Yep.
Oh, can he get it?
This is the worst. And Rob right now he's got to be feeling terrible.
Yep, Rob is also not playing these games from his regular setup. He's actually attending a big tournament in America this weekend. I think it's in Philadelphia or in Washington, D.C. He's attending the Storm Gaming Cup, so he's not playing on his regular setup. And This is definitely not going
God.
as well. Oh my goodness.
No.
No! Okay, well, this is
And
going
the
from bad
tag
to worse.
champion to this day is still the Reaper. Does have a jetpack, though, to be fair.
I've got another probe over here. I mean, the damage that MaSa is doing with his Reapers in not just this game, but in the previous game as well, is tremendous. And Rob just lost so much mining time, Jeff, that he can't even afford batteries at this point. Look at this. Macfield Accelerator is already on the way. This is bad Niels Bear.
Like, by the time he gets the shields up to start to try and defend this, and look at MaSa, the tryhard. He's like, I sense that you just left your base. So I'll jump up there at the Reaper and kill a couple more probes. And scout the Robo.
MaSa definitely seems a little bit upset about his perhaps somewhat surprising loss to Colorware for many of you guys out there. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to make sure that this does not happen to me again. It feels like MaSa's taking all of his anger out on Rob in this best of 3. Because Rob is, like you said, Jeff, Rob is a very good player. And like I said as well, he's not playing from his home setup, guys. So I do not expect his performance to be as good as it normally would be. Rob is a lot better than this best of 3 is showing you guys. I can guarantee you that. This is one of these series. I think every StarCraft player has been there. Sometimes when it rains, it pours, and it's absolutely pouring right now in the world of Rob.
This is where the nerds are going to geek out. The barracks can act as a spotter for that Cyclone down on the low ground, by the way. If he wants to, he could kill the production on the high ground based off of that, but I think it's not going to be that clever.
I think MaSa's aware of the fact right now that Rob's only chance is a 1 base all-in. Rob obviously knows that MaSa knows at this point. You know, MaSa can produce a couple of Marines here.
Oh my God.
That's going to be very annoying.
It's too bad MaSa's supply blocked right now.
He's going to come and set the finish. They've got a depot on the way. I mean, that's going to be very nice. It's going to force a defensive warp in. Oh, is that stock? No, right?
No, they're not that bad.
Oh, okay, Stalker actually gets picked off by the Cyclone. Jeez Louise, Jeff. This kind of feels like
now
casting a car accident.
No, he's done.
3 more gates on the way to War Prism, but what a game this has been. Obviously a really, really good performance by MaSa. Don't want to take anything away from him. He is doing everything right as well as he could, but for Rob this is obviously sad, right? You're playing in WCS Challenger, you want to show the world what you can do. And I watch Rob stream, he streams every now and then, and I play a lot against him. Rob is a really good player, guys, I promise you, and he can take games of some of the, you know, popular names, big names out there.
Yeah.
This has just been a train wreck of a series.
It just won't be this one.
No, it's definitely
He's not doing it.
Well, I mean, MaSa's actually a bit sloppy, right? Losing his Cyclones. He's going to try to maybe just buy some time.
It's
right?
just so broadcasted. There's no expansion. So yeah, kill all this. That's fine. And there's gateways across the map. That's clever. But MaSa knows. MaSa knows without knowing, right? Like he's... Yeah. If he were to somehow be like, oh wow, and all in, I didn't see that coming. That'd be the weirdest moment ever. It's like, what do you think was happening? Oh my God.
The landed Viking. You don't want to pull probes against that boy.
You don't want to, but he has to. There's nothing else.
Well, that means he's going to end up losing a few more.
There's actually, the probes killed the barracks as well. So, I mean, that's cool, but he wasn't mining that whole time.
Oh, the War Prism takes a lot of damage. Stalkers. He does break the lock-on. That's kind of cool, right? There is no tank here. I mean, MaSa should obviously just pull all the SCVs.
Yeah,
here.
just pull the SCVs.
You don't pull a couple SCVs here, MaSa. You pull all the SCVs. MaSa loses 2 Cyclones, Jeff. Can he get the War Prism, the Stalkers? Look at that. Viking gets another Cyclone. Don't tell me that out of all the games that Rob could ever win, that this is one that he's going to win, Jeff.
I would be beyond disgusted. I don't think so.
Well, I mean, 12 armies play against 18. If MaSa keeps messing up with his Cyclones, he is going to pick up the Prism, so that's obviously a really good start for MaSa.
Yeah, just pile on the low ground. I mean, that was good for the offensive potential, I guess.
He loses that Cyclone as well.
No, he's locked onto the Immortal. And that's a Viking again, too. But it died somehow. I don't know how. It can kill an Ultralisk.
Gotta repair the Cyclones. All that MaSa needs is just to get another Cyclone out. He's actually gonna temporarily give up on the natural by the looks of it. This one Cyclone is gonna solo the army, isn't it?
Every time they lock on, they just kill something.
Did he just expand again? Did he just build a 3rd CC while he's being 1 base on it?
He had, Kevin, during the fight, he had 900 minerals.
Yep, he's building another command center, Jeff.
MaSa was like, I think I'm getting all in, but let me take a minute to think about it. And then it was happening. He was like, oh yeah, I guess I should expand and build some factories.
I can't believe he's building another command center. That's so funny. He's up 16 workers. He's like, this Protoss must have like at least 2 hidden bases, right?
Yeah.
I know Protoss.
Carriers are somewhere. I'm gonna need a base to keep up with that.
I've read the stories. Oh, that's some good force. I mean, MaSa's army is really small, Jeff. Like, he has thrown away a lot of Cyclones, actually.
His army's small, and he's up in supply, Kevin.
Yes,
no, in army. His army supply is higher.
But he's got 4 Marines stuck in a bunker on the other side of the map.
You say stunk, I say held up, my friend. They should get out of there.
Force field. Okay, so can he get another Cyclone? Can he get the Viking? Rob really fighting, showing us what the one.
Kevin, I feel so bad. I can hear your voice get more excited.
Nah, I mean, Rob has been super dead. I already did the speech.
Okay.
I did the speech.
You're right, you're right.
But I'm actually surprised with how much he's getting done here.
Well, I'm surprised how many times Moss is like, let's see if I can kill his whole army with one Cyclone. Gosh, I still can't do it. What if I land a Viking? It's like he's fighting the computer, and the computer's like way ahead, but it's still not understanding. Like, if I just hold up at the top of the ramp, I guess I just win the game. But let's just keep going down with individual units. Look at this. There's one Marine there.
If he keeps messing up with his Cyclones.
He just needs to get on top of the production. Like
oh my god, he can get that one too right now. He's got all of the stalkers in range. Jeff. No.
No, SCVs, too many of them.
Well. Yeah, this is ridiculous, guys.
I'll tell you what's really helping though is that third command center sitting right there.
Yeah.
He needs to mine more gas. If he hits 500, this game's over.
Okay, if this game is not full NA,
okay,
I don't know what
now pull up the ramp and just stay there. Thank you.
He's going to use one Cyclone and he's going to try to kill everything. He could use his 4 Marines, by the way, to kill the probes on the other side of the map.
Yeah, or anything. Kevin, he could do anything different from what he's doing right now to end this game.
This is actually, it's amazing how good MaSa was with his Reapers and how poor he was with his Cyclones.
Yeah, just decision making in general.
All right, but the Cyclones, guys, MaSa should still have it, believe it or not.
He's trying not to, though. Look at him.
Oh my goodness.
Just stop. He's going to give the other one away, too.
Oh my god, the Zealot is blocking the other one as well. Jeff, what are we watching?
He's making tanks.
Well, tanks are pretty good if you repair them, but he doesn't have that many.
They take forever to get out.
Oh my goodness, can he repair the tank? Robbie Plata with the most miraculous victory of all time.
No, it's not a victory.
No?
This is the most NA game you've ever seen. I'm so happy you're here for this, Kevin. Welcome to WCS.
No, I mean, technically the tank, if he just...
He's walled into that command center he built.
The tank should win this, right?
I don't know. I've never been here before.
The tank will win this. Repair is good.
There's an individual Marine coming off that.
Good. Look at this main base. How is this not WCS NA?
Somewhere out there, Alpha Star is watching this and it's like, do not understand.
Bro, I was like, oh no, he's trying to get them all off. This is really bad for me, isn't it?
Back up. You outranged the stuff. Thank you. Okay, now it's over.
He's gonna get a person. He's gonna get on top of the tanks.
He's actually mining out his main.
Yeah. He's like, you know what? What would happen? Hey, what if MaSa, if Rob is mining out his main, isn't MaSa gonna mine out his main as well?
No, it's Terran. It doesn't work that way.
Well, I think it does.
Take a look.
Take a look.
He's rich.
No, he's not. But he is gonna build up a really big army.
He can go down to the low
I
ground.
know.
Wait, that Nexus just got canceled. He's like, there's still a bunker there.
Oh my goodness. You know how they often give like best game of the month award?
Yeah.
This one.
Is it?
No, this is the opposite.
Of course not, no.
This one deserves the opposite of the Grammy. Okay, he's gonna run into range of a tank.
As hard as DNS was dreaming, this is MaSa trying to give a game as hard as he can. He's like, look, if I throw this any harder, they'll think that it's rigged. You need to...
Well,
here we go.
Like you said, he's still got it. There is a Viking on the way. And Vikings are obviously really good against White Prisms. Guys, we have literally never seen a game like this.
Here we go.
This one base all in, less than a little thing. He's gonna drop on top of the tanks, but then there is a Viking.
And it's Stalkers that he's dropping, so...
The War Prism will go down. MaSa with his 3 command centers. It got a tiny bit dicey at one point. He managed to lose.
It actually did, is the sickest part.
13 Cyclones, Jeff. 13 Cyclones.
Yeah, but it's 13 that went down one at a time. What did he say?
He says, laughing my butt off, Nerf Protoss, this was way too close. Kind of basically everything that we said.
Yeah. 13 Cyclones died, but the number that's important there is there's never more than 2 on your screen at one time, like ever. And I actually think I'm being honest. It was like MaSa, and the thing is, this is what I'm talking about too. We laugh about this. I'm glad you're here for this joke, because usually when Kevin and I play, like if, mid-GM North American Terran player knows to just pull everything up, go into their main, sit there on 3 orbitals, and have 4 tanks, and you're just like, well, I'm on 1 Nexus, so even if I hold you there for a while and expand, the Terran double expands with their tanks and army and just wins. And you're like, well, this game's over. The only way to lose is for the Terran to be like, I think I just keep sending individual, like if I land Vikings and have a Cyclone there, it should just win the game, right? And it like kept not working. It's like, wow, this is crazy. He had to pull SCVs like 7 times to live this game.
What I actually thought what was happening in the beginning is that I thought that MaSa was going to try to have the cleanest and most beautiful defense ever. You know, just like one cyclone here, one cyclone there, whoop, and then like back forward. And he's like, that went wrong, but I can do this again. And he's like, I'm going to show the world that I can do this with 2 cyclones.
Yeah.
Well, if he would have just A-moved the first time and sent all the SCVs to tank a couple of the shots and then use the cyclones, this game would have been 7 minutes shorter than what it actually was. But at least it gave us a good laugh, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well.
Picture him in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon, like, just need to turn this here, and like, don't tell me to get more cyclones. He's like trying to figure it out, and we're all like, just pull up, just stop.
It was awesome.
It was, you know, it's North America anyway. So at the end of the day, MaSa does secure the win. Unfortunately for Rob, he is bounced out, but he was able to qualify for this, and that was a big deal for him. And I'm anticipating we'll see more from young Rob, a good North American player. But that does make us go on to that winter match, which will be Cuddle Bear taking on TLO. Not something you would expect, but it should be a great TVZ. Both these players, bit of mix of young and old.
Yes, young
weird
versus
and
old
normal.
school.
All right, guys, we'll be right back after this commercial break with that TVZ. We'll see you soon.